So I have an idea. I just bought this new dual purpose axe. I got this 20 volt Bauer heat gun a while back, and I haven't used it yet, but I immediately thought of a bunch of different uses for it when I got it, and I haven't had to use it yet. Now I'm kind of wondering if I wouldn't be able to remove this label using a little bit of heat. Now this thing doesn't want to come out. Oh, that's how you do that. You gotta be kidding me. Jeez, maybe I should read the directions. Anyway, awesome. Love Bauer. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't use some heat to get this off of here. This thing has a weird heat thing. It like shuts off after 5 seconds, so it's kind of a pain. It's kind of weird, it hasn't shut off yet. Usually it does. Wonder what that's all about. Yeah, I knew it shut off. I absolutely hate it when they put labels on this stuff. A warning label on an axe, are you serious? If you don't know that axes are dangerous, you probably shouldn't be buying one or handling one. If anybody should know, it's me. I'm terrible at swinging these things. If I really wanted to expedite this, I could just throw this in front of my diesel heater. I can see that little element inside of there glowing red. I've never done anything like this. I don't know how long you gotta heat it to get the adhesive to kind of let go. It's not burning anything, so I don't think it's too hot. Oh yeah, it's heating this thing up though. See that? It's starting to peel. Cool. Holy smokes. No way. You gotta be kidding me. That's amazing. I can't remember what this thing costs, but that is worth it just right there. Holy smokes. Let's try out this little doohickey that it came with. This just directs it into a small little coverage. Don't listen to me. One of the first things I thought of when I got this, growing up, everybody had to put keys in their car doors. A lot of people still do. And in the winter, you get enough humidity or condensation gets on your lock and it freezes, and then you can't open your door with your key. So that's the first thing I thought of, was that you could thaw out your key slot with this thing. Can't get into your car, go out in the garage, grab a battery fully charged in this thing, and boom, a minute later you're good. You gotta be kidding me. Man, that's amazing. It's a little sticky, but nothing a little Goo-Gone or something wouldn't clean up. That's amazing. Look at that. Now it's not all ruined with BS. That's awesome. Holy smokes, now I want to like find stuff. Okay, my other little unit from them didn't have anything on it, and if it did, I might have already used Goo-Gone to get it off of there. Man, they make some nice cutting tools. Believe it or not, I don't want to heat that up and pull it off. That's a vintage tag. It even has a hand stamped price on it, which isn't showing up now, but $3.99. Camp Axe. Power Master Professional Quality Tools. Strong and durable. Cushion grip handle absorbs impact. Doubt it, but worth a shot, right? I'm gonna leave that on there, it's cool. Well, I can't find anything else at the moment. Yes, I do. Nice. Check that out. This is a new shovel I bought for my pickup, which I'll have a future video about all these tools and stuff that I'm trying to stockpile in my truck for on-road emergencies. But this is perfect. Look at that. They have a corded version of this from that, I don't know if it's Central Machinery or what, Chicago Electric, I can't remember. One of those super cheap companies that Harbor Freight carries tools for. If I saw the name, I'd remember it. But anyways, they have a corded version of this for like $9.99. That's cheap for a corded heat gun. I thought about getting one of those just for fun anyway, even though this is cordless. Adhesive's kind of staying behind, but at least the label itself is actually starting to peel off. I know for a fact if you get the, at least if you get the label off, Goo-Gone is pretty helpful for removing adhesive. I have some in here, but I'm sure it's frozen, unless it thawed out today while I had my diesel heater on. I didn't expect this to be like a thing now. This is cool. I swear the dumbest things amuse me. I could watch 100 YouTube videos of people using this technique to remove labels and I still would think it was cool if I actually managed to do it by myself. It's like I don't trust people or something, even if you see video proof. Burning now, see that? Woo, smoking. That's why back in the good old days, using tags on pretty much anything that you bought was a smart way to do it. Instead of putting labels on it, just ruins everything, makes a bunch of work. I thought maybe this would be a slick way of getting the adhesive off, but it's cooling down pretty fast already, so I'm not really doing anything other than scratching the new finish. Anyway, oh, yeah, nope, not having that. This thing's cool. Highly recommend one. Now I kind of want to think of some other things that I could do with this. That'd be kind of cool. Obviously heat shrinking, rubber, plastic, whatever, heat shrink for electrical, you could use this. Probably safer than using flame anyway. I always use a torch or a lighter. Wow, look at that. Okay, that just, wow. Awesome. All these companies that I'm appalled by for their success, like none of them endorse me. I just naturally, when I find stuff that works good or is quality or whatever, I'm just like, awesome, get one, everybody. You know? It's a post-Christmas miracle. My Goo-Gone isn't frozen. Typically, up until the last 10-15 minutes, when I tried to get a label off, I would just use Goo-Gone and scrape at it, and it was a pain, and it's dangerous because it's a razor blade. But I will say, for adhesive by itself and no paper label, Goo-Gone does work pretty well. Now this is a shovel. This can be sticky. I really don't care. It's different when it comes to something like this, because if your hands are touching it and it's sticky, I'll freak out. Can't have that. But this right here doesn't matter because it's in contact with the ground, so. My wife told me to come inside like 20 minutes ago, and so my camera died. But basically, all this crap came off really nice. So there's nothing on this shovel anymore. And I was just rambling for about 10 minutes without knowing my camera had shut off. But anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is give you a little bit of proof that these things do work. So I highly recommend Bauer cordless or corded heat gun and Goo-Gone works great for getting the rest of the adhesive off after you've done the hard part of removing the label, because that's always the worst part, is tearing that thing off in 500 different pieces. So, but anyway, now I'm like thinking of all these different things that might have labels on them, and I want to remove them. My wife is gonna love this tool because she doesn't like labels either. I like buying stuff that does cool stuff, that makes it easier to do stuff. So I have this S-Twing Fireside Friend Mall that I love. S-Twing. I think the blue paint looks really nice, and I think it makes these tools kind of unique. But it annoys me that S-Twing puts all these labels on everything because it just looks like crap. So this thing's really nice for taking that stuff off. Even if you leave behind the adhesive, Goo-Gone will pretty much get the adhesive off. It's getting the labels off that's the hard part. So this thing is great for that. So I'm gonna heat these up, scrape these tags off with a razor blade. I'm really weird about stuff. You know, most people wouldn't care, but I hate having labels on things. I got my label off of my new axe that I got. It looks so nice. No crap on it. No warning label, no purchase tag, whatever. Hopefully that Goo-Gone doesn't try to take this blue finish off of this. As soon as you take this heat off, the adhesive cools down and it re-hardens. Yeah, I'll hit it with Goo-Gone. But anyway, move on to this. I want to get a corded version of this too, because I bet a corded version would be a lot hotter. Which this works great, and it's mobile, you know. I did another video on this thing talking about how it's good for warming up keys, so you can put your key in your car and get in the morning when it's frozen. And this is great for that, so you don't have to have an extension cord and all that crap. But stuff like this, where you have an outlet nearby, it'd be good to have a corded heat gun. There. Check out the battery here. I had a really cool video going with this thing, and my battery died, and I ended up talking to myself for like 10 minutes. It was such a cool video too, and it didn't record since it died, so just what a shame. I was taking a label off of a shovel, and it was just amazing. And then this Goo-Gone just is a cherry on top. It removes all the adhesive, and what you're left with is good looking tools. If you toss this thing around enough and use it, the labels are going to come off anyway, but until then they look kind of dumb. I don't know, I'm weird about stuff like this. I don't know if it's better with that little cone thing on there or just using it without. See how much better that looks? It says to leave it for a few minutes, but I don't know, 10 seconds or whatever isn't bad. Yep. Awesome. Just pulls that adhesive right off. See how much better that is? No labels on it. I like my tools looking good. Now this Fireside Friend, I've used this quite a bit for splitting. I also bought some other tools from S-Twing. This label here I don't really care about. I like how, I know it says S-Twing right there, but I don't mind that being on there. But what I don't like is that and this. So you can see that adhesive coming right off. So between the heat gun and the Goo-Gone, make all your tools nice before you use them really rough outside and scratch them all to hell. Okay, now this is my new Fireside Friend. That and that are the only labels. And this thing feels good when your fingers are frozen. Ah, see how good that worked? Boom. See, if you heat it enough, it works better. The other sticker, not so much. That's my fault. You need to heat it really good. I'm just impatient. And it makes a huge difference if the inside of this garage is warmer, because it is cold out here. But anyway, this is longer video than it should be, but I'm just saying, I'm just amazed at how well a little bit of heat does in, you know, removing labels and adhesive. Awesome. Fireside Friend looks so much better. Oop, take that off there. I don't want this label coming off. I think it's pretty, has some gold to it. Sweet.